Friday Night Baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of three between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball coming up next. Frankie Montas will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Next up for the Stros, Michael Brantley, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now 51 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. We all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken up in the zone.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
1 out, nobody on. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Josh Reddick is the second out of the opening frame.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. Here comes the first pitch. Chopper foul. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. hit to first. Olsen is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Lance McCullers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, Lance McCullers might have the best right-handed breaking ball in the game of baseball. Has the kind of hard slider that he could throw 4 or 5 times in a row and still get swings and misses. Good fastball, too. 93 to 95 miles an hour. Wipeout, wipeout breaking ball. His changeup has gotten better every year. If he's throwing strikes early, he's a nightmare on hitters.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And, fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at him with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. There's one to Gurriel, and they get them both. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Ben?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. I'm so impressed with him right now. He's leading the American League in home runs right now. With all the great hitters in the AL, that's really saying something. You don't want to miss any of this guy's ABs.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Past meetings against Lance McCullers, he's really struggled 0 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
2-1 to the A's first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A's go quietly there. We are still scoreless. Here's Carlos Correa now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slap hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively.
Alex.
And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball well outside. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that's too high, ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
Next will be the designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Laureano giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 7, the center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. George Springer batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Batting
now
it,
the Cuban import,
the first
Yuli
baseman,
Gurriel.
number 10, Yuli
And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Popped him up. Chapman has room in foul territory. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Astros play 2 on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Houston. Here's Chris Davis now. Past meetings against Lance McCullers. He's got 5 base hits in 22 tries. He's taken him deep once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Hey. 2-2.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
In now, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. He drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Springer at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak.
No left
going.
fielder.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. The 1-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball.
Batted
The batter
seven.
obviously timed
The
the first
center
one.
fielder,
Second one,
number
he was not
22.
going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And digging in now, Ramon Laureano. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Pinder leads off first with 1 away. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Laureano is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 16th round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level. Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 8.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again.
Erickson.
First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Springer giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The catcher, Josh Phegley.
Striding in, Josh Phegley, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. In the air out toward right center. Reddick on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Stepping up now, Robinson Chirinos.
Leading off for Houston, the catcher, number 28, Robinson Chirinos.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. One and one to Chirinos.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 home is a fastball down below the knees.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter.
Now
shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Here's Michael Brantley. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will make the running catch near the stands. A tough play there on the run for the first out.
The batter, the right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Runners off for second. Hit in the air out to left field. Pinder comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer
now
job.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Correa. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe. As they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 0-1 on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Correa stands at second with 2 gone. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
The 3-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. So tack on one more on the base hit. Part of a 3-run inning now as we take a look at the league leaders in terms of runs scored. And as you can see, the Astros currently lead the AL in that department. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Aledmus Diaz, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. From the belt, the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Diaz is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint. Olsen is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Astros 5 and the A's 1.
The Athletics due to hit here in the third. They're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts. So that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
The
So
Athletic.
it's back to the top of the order
The
now.
shortstop.
And up next,
Marcus.
Berkeley area native Marcus Simeon.
Simeon.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far
Count
behind.
1-0.
They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and a strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reddick giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And
Now
that
batting,
total is currently
the
tops
third
on the
baseman,
ball club through the first
Matt
couple of months of the season.
Chapman.
So stepping in, Matt Chapman. First delivery to him on the way.
That's outside.
Lays off 1-0.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Now the 1-1 pitch is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. The 2-1 pitch is a knuckle curve taken for called strike 2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it
Now
nicely
batting,
down around the
first
bottom of the
baseman,
zone. And when
Matt
you do that, especially with 2 strikes,
Olson.
not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Matt Olson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Boy, a lot of break to that thing, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
From the stretch. And he takes ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the third inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Chirinos recovers, and a good throw is in time, and they escape the jam. A's strand a couple. They're down here 5-1. Trying to pick things up where he left off, George Springer. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Line towards center field. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
At the plate, Yuli Gurriel. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. 1-0. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Laureano on the move, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring up the catcher Robinson Chirinos. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
1-2 now. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a
Now
rough
batting,
go of it at the plate with him, and watching this
Michael
at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Michael Brantley, as he lifts it in the air to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Houston. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Leading off the inning, Chad Pinder.
Leading off
they'll need
for
him
the
to get
A's,
something going here.
the left fielder, Chad Pinder.
First offering on its way. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. The 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Altuve fields it cleanly, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 22.
So the base is empty here with one away, and up next will be Ramon Laureano. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Springer. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
Into the box now, Jurickson Profar. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Josh Phegley would be next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
The catcher.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
In now, Josh Begley. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch misses, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone, and with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Profar over at second. Begley at first, 2 out in the inning. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out. A's strand a couple. They're down 5-1. Stepping up to the plate, Josh Reddick. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
The right fielder, Josh
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Here's the 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now Altuve connects. Deep left field. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro
number
Petit.
36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Into the box, Alex Bregman hit in the air out to straightaway left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Outside 2-1. To 2-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 6 and the A's 1. Leading off the inning, Matt Chapman, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate. Usually gets deposited in the seats.
Olsen.
Next up for the A's, Matt Olson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
He's set. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before they can start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. And now a triple play as he couldn't get back to the bag, and the inning is over. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The center fielder, number 4.
Here's George Springer, as he'll be the one leading things off for Houston in the 6th. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding into the box, Yuli Gurriel. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 5 for 7. He also has 1 home run. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
6 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Here it comes on 0-2. Softly on a line to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
The catcher, number 28, Robinson Chirinos.
Standing in, Robinson Chirinos. First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Comes set with the 0-1. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
And the pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, that's a quality AB right there, D-Roll. Falls behind 0-2 on 2 straight heaters. Gets the curveball and laces it for a base hit.
Yeah, I'm shocked right there. 0-2, blew 2 fastballs by him, and then he's able to stay on a breaking ball and drive it for a base hit.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. This is pulled into right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Chirinos is on his way home. He comes across to score, and it's now a 6-run lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Josh Reddick. Fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. To short. Simeon's there. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Astros 7 and the A's 1.
Framber
Valdez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 59.
Digging in, Stephen Piscotty. 1 for 2 with a double on his line
the right
thus
fielder,
far.
Stephen Piscotty.
Here it comes. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2. This pitch is popped up. Bregman over to his left. He's got it 1 away.
Up next,
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged the bullet.
In now, Chad Pinder. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Reddick is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Behind 0-2 now. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 7-1. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Jose
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Now the 1-0. Pitch is popped up. Profar is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
now batting, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Piscotty, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Settling in now, Alex Bregman. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 0 for 9. First pitch coming, here it is. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it, and the inning is over.
Ladies and
1, 2, 3 go the Astros.
From the traditional
They're on top
7-inning
7-1.
stretch.
At the plate, Jurickson Profar.
Leading off for the A's,
and a single for him
the second
so far.
baseman.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. On the ground to third. Bregman gloves it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Josh Phegley.
Digging in, Josh Phegley. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 10, shortstop.
So 2 are gone now in
Marcus.
the Oakland half of the 7th. And up
Simeon.
next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Simeon. First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Simeon in an 0-2 hole here. Here's a high pop-up. Gurriel waits on it. And the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're down 7-1.
Your
Ryan
attention,
Dahl
please.
enters now in a
Now
mop-up
pitching
role as
for
he'll
the
try to keep the
Athletics.
deficit right where it
Number
is.
66, Ryan Dahl.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Aledmus
Leading off for
Diaz.
Houston,
No hits in
the
3
designated
tries so
hitter,
far. He's struck out
Aledmus
once.
Diaz.
He's set, and the pitch. Ball 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Here comes the 1-0. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit if he was able to keep it.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a solo shot for Aledmus Diaz, number 10 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Now batting
Into the box
the
now,
seventh fielder,
George Springer.
George.
As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. fouled off. Base is empty here with nobody out. Lined hard toward right center. Laureano is there, and he has it for the first out.
The first baseman, number 10, Guriel.
Stepping in, Yuli Guriel. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Laureano sprinting after it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
The catcher, number 28, Robinson Chirinos.
Stepping in, Robinson Chirinos. First offering on its way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box, Michael Brantley, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Two out with the man at first. And he pops it up back behind second base. Simeon has got it, and the side is retired. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Astros 8 and the A's 1. So digging in now, Matt Chapman. He singled his last time up.
Matt Chapman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Breaking ball and a good one on the corner to make it 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Hit to short. To his left, Correa. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting.
8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. At the plate, Matt Olson 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Now it's 1-2.
1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. 2 down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Chris Davis.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
Your
Fernando
attention,
Rodney
please.
comes on to pitch
Now
hoping for better results than the other
Number
arms that
56.
they've run out there in this one.
Fernando
Running to
Rodney.
the plate now, Josh Reddick. His past history with Fernando Rodney, just 3
Leading
for
off the
14.
The right
First
fielder.
pitch coming, here it
Josh
is. Just
Reddick.
able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And he takes strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3
Now batting,
putout for out number
the
1.
second baseman.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Digging in now, Jose Altuve. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the concrete staircases and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Standing in now, Carlos Correa. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's off his leg on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Striding in, Alex Bregman. His past history with Fernando Rodney. He's 1 for 3. First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Piscotty on his horse. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aledmys.
Into the box now, Aledmys Diaz. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Correa, the runner at first with 2 gone. Chopped down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. A pause and the 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A runner on first with 2 away. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The center fielder.
It's the best competition in all of sport. The pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
Stepping in now, George Springer. The swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Olsen is there and the side is retired. 1 more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. Last chance coming up for Oakland. It's the Astros 9 and the A's 1. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. The 0-2 home. Fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball one. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Springer to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder, Chad Pinder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chad Pinder. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
Nope.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away
Now
now.
Man, I love
Number
watching
22.
a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Ladies and gentlemen,
will get the
your
call to
attention,
pinch
please.
hit here, as we'll see what
Pinch
he can do
hitting
with
for the
2
Athletics.
out and the base is empty.
Number 20, Mark Canha.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. Still without a home run, 9 driven in.
Nope.
And it's 1-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
This game might be
Now
over for
batting,
all intents and
second
purposes,
baseman,
but somebody
Derek
forgot to tell
Suggs.
this guy. He's a grinder,
Road
and
ball.
he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap
Your
to him
attention,
for
please.
gutting this thing out
Pinch
right
hitting
now.
for the
On
Athletics.
the other side, I worry
Number
they're
8,
being a little bit too
Robbie
greedy by leaving him out there.
Grossman.
There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Kenna at second with 2 down. And he lets it ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That is just
now
a
got
great
it.
at-bat.
Catcher.
When you're down late, you
Yeah.
need base runners any way you can get
Begley.
them. And that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Now at the plate, Josh Begley. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Astros have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Houston rack up a division-leading 40th victory of the season. Lance McCullers earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Frankie Montas permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the AL West, the Houston Astros swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they dismantled the A's 9-1. The Mariners sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-4. The Royals put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-3. The Red Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-0. The Tampa Bay Rays snapped their 5-game losing streak as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-5. The San Francisco Giants pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-1. The White Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Indians 3-1. The Braves combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Tigers 8-6. The Nationals combined to allow only 4 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-3. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 13 hits as a team as they plundered the Pirates 8-2. Xavier Cedeno earned the 3rd W of his season as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 3-2. The Mets had 12 hits as a team as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 7-1. Trevor Story was on at the plate, blasting 2 long balls as Colorado took care of Toronto 4-2. Joe Kelly grabbed his 2nd win of the year as the Boys in Blue took down the Fightin' Phils 3-2. The Miami Marlins got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 7-6. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.